Hey, okay. I think we are live. We should be live. This should be the, let's say, accommodating live stream for episode or week 139 of my Reboot Progression Series. The plan for this stream and today is to do my weeklies on the Blaze Wizard. To just, check in with anybody, everybody. So we're sitting at 185 million combat power. If I were to activate my familiars, it goes up to like 192 because I have 120% boss damage familiar on this guy. And of course, we are liberated. We are reset. We have a 21 star sauce. This is the newest addition to this character. And yeah, like I said, I'm gonna do my weeklies now, so... Okay, Origin is up soon. Before we get into things, let's review the bosses that I'm doing on the weekly. So, Magnus and up basically, or Vellum and up, but I do include Cygnus because, we have 14 crystals to sell, and I only do sell 14 crystals if I do a Seren trade. This character should be strong enough to solo Seren, but that doesn't mean that I'm really wanting to do it every week, right? If this would be my main, of course, I would fully send it, but yeah, with that not being the main, I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 up to Darknell. And then Carlos Akechi is... Ah, wait, no, these are 14 in total. Oh, so maybe what I should actually be doing is add like Queen and also just do it now, just in case, I don't actually end up trading Darren this week. Although, last stream, I did get an additional emblem on my main, and I was like, okay, from now on, I will 100% share, not share, trade Seren. But, I just don't feel like trading bosses. Okay. I think we should start off with, this one right here. This is the strongest boss that I do face on the weekly. I run this for the money, and that is it, right? Let's put it like that. I'm pretty bad, Okay, buff up, and here we go. Follow up bind. And the entire burst. I feel like doing Carlos on the weekly does improve my mechanics on this class. But yeah, as you can tell, it's not too challenging either. Because this character is fairly strong. I do want to lower the opacity though. There we go. Oh. Oh yeah, don't kill me. Good thing about Blaze Wizard, you can attack from below. Or from above. But you do end up missing some DPS, so for my other skills, I do need to be on the same level as him. Okay, hello. Let's clear this. Oh, I forgot my 60-second burst. That is bad. Because... Oh my god. It's been 1 week and I forgot how to play this class. It do be like that. I'm using roar and weapon jump. And since I'm not really doing that on the main, it can be a little confusing for me. Also, I can't remember if I waited out the burst timer last week or the previous week. But I feel like let's do it. It's been liberated for quite a while. Oh my god, now I did phase it too early. Okay, this is gonna be a roar burst. Ooh, okay, bad timing. That's what I meant with working on my mechanics. Also, I activated that too early. And, you know, I'm still wondering how I should utilize Jenny iframe on this character. Sometimes, you know, I try to do Jenny burst first and then bind, but as you've seen, you know, it doesn't really work out that great many times or often. Just burst him down. Okay, good enough. Ah, iframe time. Oh my god. Next iframe time. Bottom. Oh. Ah, bad shot. Okay, I should 100% focus on cleansing next, because otherwise I'm gonna die out. Let's try to hit. Nope. Yeah, I'm also pretty bad at Carlos, as you can tell, right? But this is, you know, this is just part of the practice for me. Nope. And let's do one more shot. Maybe this hit? Yes, okay, there we go. Send it all the way. Trap shot. Right, that was too far up, I'm pretty sure, but that's fine. Oh. Yep. Now it's getting annoying. And this is the part where, you know, Carlos really becomes hard. Like for me, from this point onwards, the boss fight is hard because the things do more damage to you. Maybe I'm okay with dodging stuff, etc. But you know, at the same time, you can't dodge everything. Ah, it's already cleansed. Okay, TP, eat this. Okay, prep shot. Ouch, ouch, ouch. And now I'm so lost. Okay, he's still here. And now the dive comes, okay. I kept walking there in order to avoid him diving on top of me. Okay. Ah, so far so good. Another burst in 5 seconds, but I'll cleanse first. Okay. Ouch. Let's bind. Maybe it's actually not too good, because I do want to enter P4 with burst up. Let's do one hit maybe. Not one like this. Okay. From here on out, it's just chipping. I should have probably just... yeah, I should have played it much different from what I did. Please. Okay. Also, you know, I need to become good at doing colors on this class. It should be second nature, really, because in the end, you know, in like a year from now, or, you know, maybe like 1.5 years, I need to do the normal colors mission, so I wonder how that's gonna go. Okay, let's start the test. Maybe that hit. Yes, both hit, really nice. And bottom, okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can't burst him down entirely here. But we can try. And the burst. And the origin. Bind. Yeah, it didn't work. Wasn't enough. Maybe with raw. Yeah, with raw it probably would have been enough. That's fine. Last week I remember I had much more trouble. This run is actually kind of good. But I did screw up the last burst a lot, which also, you know, meant that I was taking a lot more deaths, yeah. Oops. I think I will... mini burst maybe? I missed nearly everything there. Great. 0.5%, okay. Come on. Okay, good stuff. So, I did not pay attention to the chat for quite a while. Is colors harder than Seren? Mechanic-wise, yes. And otherwise, I mean, for me, obviously, right? And otherwise, I would just trust the guide when it comes to the exact ranking of the difficulties. $4.21, okay. Do you recommend Dawn Warrior? No, I don't think so. It is easy to play, but it's a little boring. But it's a decent class. You can play it. Yeah, this was the hardest boss that I do on the weekly, and now we're just gonna run it down in C10. And since I don't have my origin, we're gonna start Lotus. Okay, there we go. Do you recommend Blaze Wizard? No, not really. Also not. It is too hard to play for what you'll get out of it, in my opinion. And maybe the upcoming dash, you know, because this class is getting a dash as a, you know, flash jump class. You usually have a dash, right? But for some reason this class didn't have a dash. Yeah, that's gonna be addressed very soon. Oh, that's a... Oops, that's not an iframe. Oh yeah, what am I doing? And I think with the dash, the class is gonna play a lot nicer. But as it is, can't really recommend. Unless, of course, you know, you're into the theme, etc. You know, for me, the biggest reason why I am playing Blaze Wizard is because it is part of the Cygnus Knights, and I just like the theme of playing all the Cygnus Knights. And I did try to main this because maining Nightwalker was getting a little bit boring at a time. And this class had amazing support, very unique support, fit into a 2-minute or a 3-minute party. And now the support is entirely stripped away. And being a 2-minute or a 3-minute class doesn't matter anymore because all classes are going to be 2-minute in a very short time. So all the benefits of why I wanted to main this class are not there anymore. And let's switch into Raw. Okay, Raw is up soon as well. I'm just waiting on these stacks right here. You can see there's a little 7 right next to the icon, you know. And once that is at 10, I'll enter. Now this is the main damaging skill that this class has, so I do want to have all stacks open entry. Thunderbreaker I do recommend. It's a little weak right now, but it has some buffs coming up, which I think, you know, puts the class into a good spot, but, you know, from endgame perspective, I have no idea as well. I have it as a C10 mule, right? I do duo up to C10 because it's not liberated yet. But, you know, that is a pretty decent experience and I like playing the class. I can recommend it definitely. Oops, I think I missed something there. Yeah, I can relate to being too strong for C10 now. You know, it's still fun to do because there could be a big payout at any time, right? From that perspective. But then, I don't know, even on the Legion champions, I could just not do Hard Darkness. Because, dude, am I ever really gonna equip the CFEs? On a mule? Probably not. But, you know, as you can see, the run is so quick that I might as well do hard. And on my other characters, I do hard for the liberation points. But that's it, right? When they are liberated and they are a little weak, I might resort to doing normal Darkness because the drop is so bad. Something similar is happening for me. Oops, dude, I keep pressing escape instead of my iframe. Something similar is happening for me with Will, for example. Will is not something that I plan on doing today. Why? Because this character is booked already and doesn't need the liberation points. So, yep, we're not doing Will anymore at all, ever. Which, for me, for my money, that's nice. Okay, let's buff up again. Now, for example, I don't have my Jenny iframe right now because I utilize the origin bind into normal bind, right? And that always makes me think on 2-minute classes that the Jenny iframe cooldown should be adjusted to be not 2 minutes but like 110 seconds to make it line up every time. I don't know. Oi, 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 streamer luck right there. Oi, oi, oi. And do you want to see something special? We have CFE and we have 2 belts on the mule. Oi, oi, oi. Oh man. And tomorrow is 30% off, but dude, I don't even want to. I don't even want to. Oh man, that is... was just talking about it. And Wild Hunter Pod. Also, I do have Fatal Strike on this character, and like one of the strongest skills that I have is this one right here. So I'll try to use this upon entry and then hit Origin, so I'm getting the increased damage of Fatal on this attack. Let's see if that actually is gonna work out or not. Wait, am I in damage here? Yes, okay, let's go. Does Heroic Server have a damage passive? Yes, it does. That's accounted for in CP. To be honest, I don't really know how it works. I think the Heroic passive does increase the CP, but I could be wrong. With that being said, I do take questions on the Knights of Cygnus, and I do take endgame questions on Nightwalker, but beyond that is out of scope for me. Nice armor box. Oh my god, I didn't loot all the soul order there. I do need shoes, right? Do I need shoes? Yes, okay. So if you're wondering, somebody also asked about the gear, I think. This character is full 22. Besides the boots. And the sauce. The sauce I just transferred a 22 superior pendant into this. The Berserk is 22. This was the first pitched item that I got. And I was like, okay, I don't even have a set effect, so I might as well push this one all the way. And it went. So that was amazing. Also, it's been quite a while since I got that. So let's do Gloom next. Oh my god, what am I doing? Here we go. Can I clear it? Yes, 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 yes. When I got my emblem, I had over 200 billion in the bank because, I was kind of done with my gear. And then, of course, then I just tried for double prime right away, right? We use bright cubes or, whatever the black cube name is. And yeah, but if you are rolling down every week on your money, you should probably still go for a free line attack on your emblem. It is quite the significant increase in strength. Alright, then we have Damian. Even I don't have the double prime secondary on the main. And I don't really want to go for it either because I have this one line of boss damage on the weapon right now, which I don't even think is that terrible. I think with the second liberation, whatever they call it, right, the grandest liberation, they turn the 40% boss damage lines into 50% boss damage lines, and then having 40 boss on the weapon isn't even as terrible anymore as it is right now. But I'm not too sure on that. I did not research that topic at all because that is a system that is entirely for whales as it is. And you can't even be that kind of whale in Reboot anyway, so I don't really engage with with that sort of stuff anyways, because it's way too far into the future. I need like 2 more ascent skills, please, and then we can start talking about it. Me liberating on, like, Grant is liberating on the main. I think you needed to do hard carling solo. What? That's impossible. Yeah, I can also mostly play with effects on, especially on the main. Dude, playing a throwing style class is such a privilege because you can just play with effects on for the most part. Not too obstructive. Okay. Let's do another burst. And should I send it all the way? Can I off burst this? I'm cheating. I have my origin already. Yeah. Cheat mode engaged. I can't in limbo though. Yeah, I wouldn't use it in limbo either for now. Here we go. All right, 421. Let's go. Anyways, let's just sell the crystal income here. Which, you know, you've seen all the bosses that we did. We are missing Seren because I'm planning on trading this. Because it's just much faster, right? The hardest boss that I did was Easy Carlos. And yeah, with that, let's just sell all the weekly crystals for 5.1 billion mesos. This is my weekly Blaze Wizard income. Could be higher, definitely, if I were to go through Chaos Slime, Hard Will, right, for example. But I'm content with this. I just don't want to do Will anymore, right? I have the book, so whatever. And yeah, then what else is what I would usually do? I would go to Aran Mill and extract the equipment pieces that I got. I'm so unsure about this. Dude. Am I ever gonna need the superior item crystals, the advanced item crystals, etc.? I don't know, but you know, if I need them someday, I want to be ready for it, right? So yeah, that's just part of the routine. Dude. Dreamy Belt CFE combo. Ay. That's we could be 5 set. We could be 5 set. Oh man. And then pop a black heart for 6 set, but 6 set isn't even that great, right? Yeah, 7 set is what you really want for the crit damage. Okay, this is gonna be the second part of the video, not the live stream anymore. And since I do want to celebrate a little bit, you know, celebrate my first live stream, celebrate the drop that I got, we might as well send it, right? I have a couple of belts, so I could send the CFE. Let's try that, right? If the CFE goes, we will try the belts. Otherwise, trying the belts is just a waste of money. So, let's check it out. Man, even the way to 15 stars is hard. Okay, here we go. Safeguard on. 40 million to go. A billion. Let's hope this one goes quick, because this is a 200 item, right? Level 200 item. Come on, just boom. Just boom. Boom, boom, boom. Aha. There we go. Only spent like 5 bill on this. Not too bad. Not too bad. Okay, like I said, we are not gonna go and push the belts further. That doesn't make sense without a CFE. So yeah, we made like 5 bill and spent all of it on booming the CFE. And now We are already in the future. Yeah, last thing I want to do before I close out the episode, take a look at this. New masteries. Hexa Towering Inferno, Hexa Orbital Explosion, and of course I'm gonna activate both of those and push them to level 9, and then I'll take a look at a guide on what I'm actually supposed to be doing here. But yeah, for now, dude, I can do one at a time. It doesn't really matter that much. Come on. Okay, boom, rank 7. I'm doing Angler Company here anyway, so I will max these. Not max these, I mean, get these to level 9 relatively quickly. And yeah, that does it for this week's episode. Oh man, I'm kind of dreading the whole ride or die thing, save the diver, I don't know. Let's see how that's gonna go next week. Take care everybody, and bye bye.